What's up, my beautiful Patriots? Welcome back to the Patriot Arms channel. So today, as you can see, we got the SAR 9X and the Tisas PX9. We're going to be comparing the two. We're going to talk about what you get with each one and the price point, all the features, which one would I pick, and which one is the better value for the money. I'm going to get right into it. Now, right out the gate, this one does come with a little bit more, and it is actually a little bit cheaper than this one, but this one has some things going for it that that one does not. And I probably should have looked this up before I did the video, but right out the gate, from what I'm thinking of is the magazines. I'm not sure what magazine pattern that uses, but this one uses the SIG 223 6 magazines, which are, you can get a 20 round magazine for about $25. These are both Turkish guns, so we're going to go over everything. Before we even get started, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, which one you have, if you have both of them, what you guys think of it. Now, I love both of these guns, don't get me wrong. I'm just doing a comparison video to see which one is the better bang for your buck, if it makes any sense anyway. So to start out, this magazine is empty, the gun is clear, empty. So I cleared both of these before I started. Empty magazine, empty chamber, so we're all good there. So yeah, so the Tisas I've had the longest. I've got well over 500 rounds through it with no gun related issues. It's been a great gun. I shoot it really well. And this one, I think I have 200, a little over 200 rounds through it. I did a unboxing video and a range video. I'll try to roll some of the shooting footages of both of these in. And but this one, you do get a lot with it, especially for 250 monkeys. Overall, with shipping, all that transfer fee stuff, I have, I think, around 320 in it, and this one I believe I have close to 400. So there's a little bit, about an $80 difference there. But let's go over to Tisas for starters. So the Tisas, you get a threaded barrel, optic ready, or optic cut, which it's cut low enough for, I believe it's RMR, where you put your optic on and you can still co-witness with your sights. And it does have the threaded barrel, as I mentioned, and my finger's bleeding again. So it's got the optics, fiber optic front, and let's see what this one has. This one has the white dot rear sight and the white dot front sight. Now you can mount, I was told, I haven't tried it, I was told if you back these Allen screws out, you can mount a RMSC optic right on here. I was told it fits perfect, but so the sights are slightly better. It's got a better footprint on here, I think, or with the cut on it. But if you can actually mount a RMSC directly to this, I mean, you couldn't co-witness with your sights, but it would still be, you could still somewhat use them probably. But so this one, for the takedown, lock the slide back, rotate this, release the slide, pull the trigger, and it comes off. Now, I don't know which one's better, which one's got a better takedown setup. This one is similar to a Glock. Clear, pull this tap down, pull the trigger, and the slide comes off. So I do have more rounds through this, with no malfunctions or no gun related malfunctions. I had some crappy ammo that I was shooting through it, and the ammo was malfunctioning, or like primers weren't going off and wasn't whatever, you know. It was second grade ammo, and I shouldn't have probably even been shooting it. But so to compare the slides, we got dual recoil springs. It looks pretty close to the same as far as this one has a drop safety, this one has a drop safety. It's set up kind of like a Glock. No threaded barrel on this though, but it does have lightning cuts and grooves up front, which they both do. Let's compare the slide size. Slide is, overall, they're pretty close to the same size. This one, the slide is about a ½ inch longer, but the barrel is slightly shorter because this one has a thread up, but this slide is shorter. So it's, I don't know. This one is a little more along the lines of a Glock. It does have a better trigger than a Glock though. Let's compare the trigger. So this one has a semi straight face trigger, and so you have, that's your take up right there. Then you start that wall. Not the best trigger, but also not horrible. It's got a decent, like there's, it's just kind of the same pull. It doesn't really have a crisp break, but it's not, like you can kind of feel right before it breaks if you're paying attention. And then this one also has an external safety. It does work. I don't know if I delete it or not, but anyway. And then this one, they both have the external extractor. Let's see, barrels are about the same thickness, I would say. And then this one, the trigger on it is, oops. So this one has a cocking indicator. It's got the red dot there that's ready to fire. And then you got like barely any take up. Nice, decent crisp break. And the reset is pretty short. Let's do the, this one's, I think the reset is slightly longer on this one. And then let's also, so I already touched on the magazines. This one takes 226 magazines, SICK 226 magazines, and I'm not sure, I should have looked it up what magazine pattern this one takes. But like I said, I like both of them. This one's a little bit cheaper, and you get a little more stuff with it. I feel like they're pretty compatible. They're both Turkish guns. This one, the trigger is a little slightly better, but I like the grip on this one a little bit better because see how this, I'm typically not a fan of finger grooves, but this one is done just right to where my big hands, it kind of pushes them together, but it's not too much. And they both utilize the same system, or pretty close to the same system. They got a sight plate, back strap, and sight plate, and they have small, medium, and large for both. This one, the strap stops here, and this one, the strap comes all the way down here, so it's a little bit longer. But these grips feel a little bit, I don't know, like plasticky, a little cheaper, maybe. It's just my opinion on them. Like, I don't know, it's got decent tech, like the texture on it is great, but it's almost like when you melt plastic and it hardens back up, it's not like really rough. It's still kind of smooth, even though it's textured, if that makes any sense. This one And maybe that's just because I've used this more and it's got oil and stuff on it. I don't know. But this one, it's more of a like a dry texture. Like you can actually you can get a little bit better purchase on it. I feel like, or a little bit better traction on it. Now this one does have the memory pads right here and here, but my finger, I'd have to bow it here. My finger, like that's where you want your finger. Right there's where I want my thumb. So I'm not really, well, maybe on the takedown lever it'll hit. Yeah, takedown lever will hit, but it's a tough decision. Um, this one has the magazines going for it, threaded barrel, and a slightly better trigger, but I like how this one feels a little bit better. Sights ain't horrible. This one has sights, fiber optic sights, and you get a bunch of different colors with it. And you also get a flared Mac well plate if you want to put it on. This one has the oh, you got a green, another green one and an orange one for the front for the fiber optic, because those do break occasionally. And then this one, well, you get all the tools you need to take this down and all that stuff, the Tisas. Same thing here, but you get a light, which I already talked about. Oh, that way. It's decently bright. Decently bright flashlight. Um, and then you get mag holsters or whatever, mag holsters. And I also got a holster with it. I forgot to bring it in. It's in my car. And like I said, you get the sight plates here. Get cleaning rods and a speed loader here, or a mag loader here with this one. So you definitely get more. I feel like you get a little bit more for your money just in stuff um, with the SAR, but it's also like $50 cheaper than this one. So I don't know. I'll put, like I said, I'll put some shooting, try to run some shooting footage on both of them in the video, and so you guys can see how they shoot. And I shoot both of them extremely well, and I like both of them. Like I said, they're great guns. I don't think you can really go wrong with it. With either one. It's just if you don't have quite as much to spend, I would definitely go with this package. And the January of 25, and PSA is running a sale on this package. That's where I got this one, and I've had a lot of people commenting on my tabletop review of this one, saying that yeah, they got the same package, and now they're even saying that they got a optic plate. Some of them have commented and said that they got an optic plate with this one, and but this one you don't need an optic plate. It's got the light rail. They both have light rails. They both have. I mean, this is a average, maybe a little bit above average trigger for if you're used to Glocks. It's definitely above the Glock standard for their triggers. And this one, trying to think, this one was an XD holster. If you want a holster, this one uses the Springfield XD holsters and the SIG 226 mags. I should have done my research and found out what mags this one uses. I'm not sure what holster this one fits in, but they do. If you buy this package, you do get a holster with it. Here's where the paddle was, and the holster was in here. Or actually, the holster was on the gun, I think. It's nothing fancy, but it'll definitely do the job. You get the tool to pop out your your pin here, and to if you want to change your back straps on it. And so yeah, it's just I guess if you have 500 to spend and you want to have a little bit more so you can buy 500 rounds of ammo. Uh, I don't think you could personally. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. That's just my opinion. You'd have a little bit more money left over for ammo if you went with this. If you had 500 to spend and you weren't sure which one to get, but like I said, both are great guns. Both you get a lot for your money. Again, weigh out your options. Either way, you're not going to go wrong with it. Like I said, I have over 500 rounds through this one. I have just over 200 rounds through that one with no issues. Now, I just had somebody comment today. I had somebody comment on my video saying that he was having stovepiping issues, and he said he ordered a new guide rod and recoil spring for it. But if you're having those issues, I had that issue with my Beretta FS92 or 92 FS, whatever. And what I did was I locked the slide back for about a week. And after that, since then, it's been running great. I mean, I've had that gun for years, for probably 10 years now, and I haven't had any issues with it since I did that. It just needed the spring broke in, and so if you're having issues with it stovepiping, I'd say just lock the slide back for a couple days and run 124 grain ammo or heavier, 124 grain or 147 grain ammo through it to get it broke in, because the Turkish guns, especially SAR, they make guns for the NATO armies and stuff, and so they recommend running the 124 grain ammo through it. And if if you can find it, they also, I believe, they make ammo, SAR ammo, and it's 124 grain. So if you have one of these and you can get your hands on 124 grain or 147 grain, I would run like at least 50 or 100 rounds through it, and hopefully that would take care of it. If not, I guess contact SAR or what, depending on what the issue is. Aside from that one comment, I've gotten a lot of comments on that video, and everybody that's commented said they either had just ordered it or they just got it in and they're super excited about it. They love it and stuff like that. So I haven't really heard anything other than that one comment saying that it's stovepiped. So I think we've addressed pretty much everything that I can think of right now. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this takes Glock internals. I'm not sure. Gen 3 and Gen 4 internals. Clear. I believe that's what people are saying. It takes Gen 3 and Gen 4 internals. But do your own research, because I'm not 100% sure. I haven't done that research on my own. But I will say the trigger system looks a lot like a Glock. And this right here, the drop safety and all that stuff, looks a lot like a Glock. Even the barrel, all that stuff. It just looks very much like a Glock. Even the front sight post. So you can, it looks like it would be pretty easy to change the front sight, change these sights out if you wanted, like suppressor height sights for co-witnessing or whatever, if you wanted to throw in a get a threaded barrel for this one and throw it in here and run a suppressed. But I think, like I said, either way, I don't think you can go wrong on either one. It's just, I guess, a preference. And these come in all kinds of, these come in all black. This, whatever this is, coyote gray or uh, platinum color with black. And then they also come, I believe, in FDE. They have a bunch of different color schemes, different variations of this gun. And same here, threaded barrel, non-threaded. They make a carry option. I've heard a lot of good things about their carry option. This is the Tisas PX9. But yeah, all in all, both very good guns, very capable of holding their own, I believe. Pretty much exhausted to every avenue and every nook and cranny I can think of right now. So if I missed anything, drop the comment down below. Let me know. Um, and again, if you've had any issues with either one, let me know in the comments and I will try to help you out as much as I can. Like I said, I haven't had any issues with either one, but you know, you do get lemons here and there. And if I can help you out, I will. I appreciate you guys watching. It means a lot. And definitely, if you're watching to the end, especially when I just keep ranting and going on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Which one are you choosing? Or if you have one or the other, or if you want both, or you have both. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments. Appreciate it. God bless. I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.